It's beer 30. That means it's time to figure out what's on tap.
I like where your head's at.
Thank you. We're here with Julie Verratti. How are you doing, Julie?
Great. How are you doing, John?
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're at the beautiful Denizens Brewery in downtown Silver Spring, and we're here to talk about Maryland beer.
Sounds great.
So, as with any great superhero, there has to be an origin story. So, how did you get into Maryland beer?
Great. I see you've been reading your Joseph Campbell.
Oh, Joseph Campbell, yeah.
So I was actually born and raised in Maryland. I grew up in Silver Spring, went away for college, lived in Massachusetts and New York for a while, but decided as I became an adult that I wanted to settle back down here in the state. I love Maryland and I loved Silver Spring growing up here. And so I moved back to Silver Spring back to Maryland probably about 10 years ago, and Silver Spring specifically about 7 years ago. And along this journey, I really got into beer and loved beer. I love drinking it.
Cheers to that.
I homebrewed for a long time, and being in Silver Spring, the nightlife options around here have been changing over the years.
Absolutely.
But one of the things that I noticed was that there wasn't a brewery option, but it seemed like the right town to have that opportunity. And so I got together with my wife Emily Bruno and our brother-in-law Jeff Ramirez, and we started Denizens right here in the heart of downtown Silver Spring.
That is awesome. So how many years now?
We've been open for almost 3 years. Actually, our 3rd year anniversary will be this coming July.
Ah, congratulations!
Oh,
Congratulations, you made it. So, tell me about some of the beer you brew here.
We brew all kinds of beer. I think the thing that sort of really makes us stand out as a brewery is that we brew an insane range of beers.
Yeah.
Everything from Czech Pilsners all the way to barrel-aged Russian Imperial Stouts. We do sour beers, we do wild beers, we do mixed fermentation beers. But I think the two things that we're really known for are the fact that our approach to making beer is very true to style and traditional.
How so?
So if you're having, like, for instance, our Born Bohemian, which is our Czech Pilsner.
Sure.
We soften the water profile. We use Czech Saaz hops. We make sure to make all the beers as traditional as possible. And in fact, the lager yeast strain that we use comes from the Pilsner Urquell family.
Okay.
And so that's one example. We make a Belgian style triple. We make an American style rye IPA. We make our lowest Lord extra special bitter, our ESB. So I think really the traditional, true to style ales and lagers that we make stand out, as well as we have a very large, like I said, barrel-aged and mixed fermentation program. And in fact, we try to highlight that style of beer every year. In the fall, this coming fall will be our 3rd time doing it. We do an annual festival called Make It Funky, which is a celebration of all things wild and sour and mixed fermentation. We invite breweries from all over the country, as well as a lot of folks from Maryland that come and showcase their beers.
Do you dance?
Some people do, yeah. Especially after the first couple hours of the festival.
I'm sure. So what's your favorite type of beer? What's your favorite beer you make here?
As all people who are in the beer industry will answer that question. It really depends on the day.
Of course, yeah. What's it today?
Today I would say, of these 4 beers sitting in front of you, I would say the Czech style, the Pilsner. My palate tends towards hoppier beers.
Sure.
But I do like to have that balance. What I like about Czech style beers is they have that sort of hop bitterness, but they also have a lot of malt backbone to them. They have more of a heft to them as a Pilsner. I'm also a big fan of our Southside Rye IPA, which is one of our flagship beers as well.
Justin behind the camera likes that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
That one's named after the fact that we're in South Silver Spring, so that's where the name Southside comes from.
That's great. Well, so talking about Silver Spring, I know a lot of my friends come to Denizens just to hang out. So when you started, did you imagine that this was going to be a community hotspot, or did you kind of grow into that?
No, 100%. I mean, I think that's one of the things that I find so attractive about being in the beer business is that it is a very community-focused industry.
Yeah.
We really wanted to be a community gathering place for folks, and I think that we have definitely fulfilled that for the community.
Absolutely.
I mean, just last night we had one of the local Montgomery County Green and Sierra, local Sierra clubs here getting together to have a meeting and network with each other. We hold events all the time and allow people to use our space and get together and take community action.
Well, I think we're going to later on go up and meet some of those people that are here today.
Absolutely.
So what can we do to help you? We being the state of Maryland, we being your average consumer. What do you need to make this business continue to grow like it has?
Okay. To answer your question about what can the state of Maryland do?
Yeah.
I would say get out of the way.
Yeah. Cheers to that too.
I say this as someone who's been a lifelong Democrat my whole life.
Yeah.
I would describe myself as a progressive person. It's funny to me how a lot of times there seems to be these regulations that exist where the sole purpose, well, not necessarily the sole purpose, but the sole effect of them is just hindering business growth. And there's no real public health positive net benefit from it. And I think in the beer industry, I think it's across the board in the alcohol industry in general, there's a lot of restrictions that have been put in place that may have made sense when they were created, but now just seem very arbitrary. And consumers want different types of business models. They want to be able to go to their local brewery, try their beer, get to know the folks behind the company, and then go and drink their beer, order their beer in other places.
So tell me about your tap room and sales. How important is your tap room to Denizens in general, into your craft brewing process?
Sure, it's huge. I mean, I would say it's our bread and butter. 70% of the beer that we make, we sell here. We do have a rather robust wholesale part of the company as well. We self-distribute throughout Maryland, mostly Montgomery County, but throughout Maryland. We also self-distribute in DC, and we have a distributor that we work with in Virginia. I would have self-distributed in Virginia, but they don't actually allow you to do that in Virginia. So that's why we signed with a distributor. But the tap room, I would say, is our number one place for business. It allows us to really connect with our consumers and our customers. Really allows us to have the ability to educate folks on, where we were coming from the certain style we were making, or where did the name of the beer come from. We try to educate our wholesale customers about that as well, so that if there are folks drinking our beer at other, whether they're at package stores, they're at bars and restaurants, the folks there can also describe it as well. But no one's going to tell your story better than you are. So the tap room is absolutely crucial for us.
Well said. Well, thank you for spending a little time with us today. I appreciate it. We're going to go up and sample some of these craft beers. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Here at Denizens Brewing Company, what are you drinking today?
Today I'm drinking Train Spotting. It's an IPA.
All right. What do you like about the Train Spotting?
IPAs are my favorite beer, so I just always come here for the IPAs.
So you're a hop man. You like the hops.
I do.
All right. Okay. Hey, so how often do you come here?
I'm here just about every day.
Oh,
I always,
regular.
yeah. So I always come here after work and then have a couple beers and go home.
So what is it you like so much about Denizens?
If I'm being honest, it's probably the people. I really like the wait staff here is really great. The people are really great, and the beer is just kind of the silver lining that makes it all perfect. So.
I guess if you come here very that often, you get to know all the people, you get to know the regulars, and all that, right? So what is it? So you come here to Denizens. What is it that this place has added to the community?
I mean, I think it's just a really great place where you can actually, hey, you want to go grab a beer, and you've got really great seating here. You've got really great seating outside. There aren't many places where you can drink outside, and the beer is really great. I mean, you'd have a hard time finding somebody who doesn't like something here, and so.
Some of your other favorite beers here?
Southside, but also it's another IPA, and then my other favorites are Pontius Porter, the oatmeal stout, which was Cool Breeze, I really like dark beers, but I also really like IPAs, and thankfully
Run the
IPAs.
gamut.
Yep,
Yeah, you'll have
thankfully
you'll have
IPAs
anything.
here every day. Yep.
All right. Okay. Great. Well, Jeff, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it. Drink up.
Yep, thank you.
All right.
Cheers.
All right. So we got another Jeff here. I guess Denizens attracts all the Jeffs. Jeff, what are you drinking today?
Right now I'm drinking the Il Petrino, which is a Belgian stout wine.
Okay. So how often do you come to Denizens?
I'm usually here a couple times a week.
Okay. What is it that attracts you to Denizens? What makes it such a good place to come to?
Well, you know, their space is really great. They've got a lot of space for people to be able to hang out. Their beer is fantastic, and I just like the people here and everything. It's a very warm atmosphere.
What are some of the other beers that you really like here at Denizens?
So I think my go-to is Southside Rye IPA. But really, one of the things I love about this place is that they have a very wide variety of beer, and it seems like every time I'm coming in, there's something new, and they execute all of them really well.
So you get to try a little bit of everything, no matter when you come in.
Yeah.
You know, you can always kind of mix it up.
Absolutely.
Good stuff. All right. So you live here in Silver Spring. So what has Denizens brought to the community that wasn't here previously?
It's a great question. So, you know, I think that a lot of times locals will kind of bond around bars and coffee shops and restaurants that are fixtures in the society, and there's like another level of it whenever the beer that they serve is actually made right here in my backyard as well. And so having this kind of an atmosphere where you see a lot of the same people, you get to know friends, and also their product is very local.
It makes you feel good to drink locally too. I mean, you know, anyone can go out and drink a Bud and a Miller, but there's something special about a beer that you know is made right here on site, a couple blocks from here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great, Jeff. Thanks so much. Appreciate you taking some time. All right, drink up.